In the recent past, there has been a growing community of people who have been courageous enough to either share that they will not be having kids or regret having kids. In fact, on Reddit, there is a regretful parent subreddit you can reference. Here is a sample of these hard discussions.
Well, if you're unaware, there is a subreddit called Regretful Parents. So here's just some snippets from the sub. If my kids were not my kids, I would cross the road to avoid them. I have nothing left to give. I can't stand my 14-year-old. I wish she was never born. I hate being her mom. I hate coming home every day to her. I don't know how to accept this is my life now without wishing every day I hadn't ruined it with a baby. I'm just alone with this terrible toddler living paycheck to paycheck, wondering how I could have messed up my life so much.
As we reflect on this, the goal of today's video is to not be judgmental, but have a thought-provoking discussion that delves into the very fabric of our societal structures. Let's embark on a journey of exploration, examining a topic that resonates deeply with our collective experiences and the impact of the modern housing system and architecture on low birth rates. There are invaluable lessons for us as Africans to unpack, and I encourage us to share our thoughts in the comment section. In a world where our living spaces serve as more than mere shelters, but as reflections of our values and aspirations, it's essential to understand the profound implications of how we choose to inhabit our communities. The choices we make in housing design, urban planning, and family dynamics reverberate through generations, shaping not just our immediate surroundings, but also the trajectory of our societies. As we navigate the complexities of the modern era, it's crucial to critically examine the shifts in our housing systems and their implications on one of the most fundamental aspects of human existence: reproduction. The decline in birth rates observed in many parts of the world, including Africa, raises pertinent questions about the interplay between our living environments, cultural norms, and demographic trends. Throughout history, our ancestors thrived in communities that were deeply rooted in shared values, communal bonds, and collective responsibility. These were not just spaces where individuals coexisted, but vibrant ecosystems where every member played a vital role in the well-being of the whole. From the sprawling kingdoms of old to the intimate village settings, our ancestors understood the intrinsic connection between community cohesion and societal flourishing. However, with the advent of modernity and the accompanying transformations in our housing structures, we find ourselves navigating a landscape marked by individualism, urbanization, and technological advancement. The nuclear family unit has become the predominant model, often at the expense of the extended family networks that once served as pillars of support and guidance. In this era of rapid urbanization and globalization, it's essential to critically assess the repercussions of these shifts on our societal fabric. How do modern housing systems and architecture shape our notions of family, community, and collective well-being? What role do cultural values and historical legacies play in shaping our housing preferences and family dynamics? These are not just academic inquiries, but pressing concerns that demand our attention as we chart a course for the future. By dissecting the intricate interplay between modern housing and low birth rates, we can glean invaluable insights into the challenges and opportunities facing our communities. So join us as we embark on this illuminating exploration, seeking to unravel the complexities of modern living and uncovering the timeless wisdom embedded in our African heritage. Together, let us engage in a dialogue that transcends borders, generations, and ideologies, as we strive to create a future where our living spaces reflect not just our aspirations for progress, but also our reverence for the timeless bonds of kinship and community. In ancient African societies, our way of life was deeply rooted in interconnectedness and community cohesion. Unlike the fragmented nature of modern living, where neighbors may remain strangers and familial ties are often distant, our ancestors thrived within tightly knit communities. Every member of the community played a vital role, contributing to the collective well-being and shared prosperity. Within these communal settings, the concept of individualism took a backseat to the greater good of the community. People didn't just coexist within the same vicinity, they actively participated in each other's lives, forming bonds that transcended mere proximity. Whether in bustling kingdoms, tight-knit villages, or sprawling clan territories, the sense of unity and mutual reliance was palpable. Education, far from being confined to formal institutions, was a dynamic and multifaceted process deeply ingrained in everyday life. Elders served as the custodians of knowledge, wisdom, and cultural heritage, passing down invaluable lessons to younger generations through storytelling, rituals, and practical demonstrations. It wasn't just about acquiring academic knowledge, but about instilling a profound understanding of one's place within the community and the interconnectedness of all living beings. Moreover, the communal ethos extended beyond intellectual pursuits to encompass every aspect of existence. From the cultivation of crops to the construction of shelters, from the rearing of children to the care of the elderly and infirm, communal cooperation was the cornerstone of daily life. There was a shared understanding that everyone had a role to play and that each individual's well-being was intimately tied to the well-being of the entire community. In the transition from traditional communal living to modern housing, we witness a profound shift in societal dynamics. The rise of the nuclear family as the standard household unit reflects a departure from the extended family structures that characterized our past. While modern housing provides amenities and privacy previously unimaginable, it also fosters a sense of isolation and detachment from the broader community. In traditional setups, the extended family served as a support network, offering emotional, financial, and practical assistance to its members. From child rearing to elder care, responsibilities were shared among relatives, creating a web of interconnected relationships. This communal approach not only lightened individual burdens but also nurtured a sense of belonging and solidarity. In contrast, modern housing emphasizes individual autonomy and self-sufficiency. Each household is expected to manage its affairs independently, with little reliance on external support networks. While this may promote a sense of freedom and privacy, it also isolates individuals from the collective support systems that once characterized our communities. Moreover, the shift towards individualism has significant implications for family dynamics. In traditional setups, familial ties were central to identity and belonging. Children grew up surrounded by a network of relatives, absorbing values and traditions from multiple generations. However, in modern nuclear families, the emphasis on autonomy can lead to a sense of disconnection from one's cultural heritage and community roots. The emergence of modern housing systems can be traced back to colonial influences, where Western ideals of progress and civilization were imposed upon African societies. Post-independence, these ideals persisted, shaping the infrastructure and urban planning of many African nations. The goal was to modernize and civilize our societies according to Western standards, often at the expense of traditional values and community structures. As a result, we inherited housing models that prioritize individual autonomy over collective well-being, perpetuating a disconnect from our cultural roots. The transition to modern housing has altered the dynamics of family life in profound ways. With extended family networks no longer as prevalent, individuals are left to navigate life's challenges largely on their own. This shift towards individual responsibility has led to increased stress and pressure, particularly among younger generations. Financial strains, healthcare costs, and the demands of modern life can weigh heavily on individuals, influencing decisions about family planning. Many young people are opting for smaller families or choosing to remain child-free altogether, citing concerns about the ability to provide and cope with the demands of parenthood in today's world. As we pause to reflect on the profound changes brought about by the transition to modern housing, it compels us to delve deeper into fundamental questions about the trajectory of our societies. The pursuit of modernity, with its emphasis on technological advancements and individual autonomy, has undeniably reshaped the fabric of our communities. Yet, amidst this progress, we must ask ourselves, are we sacrificing essential aspects of our cultural heritage and communal values in the process? In our quest for economic development and urbanization, it's crucial to consider the intangible costs of abandoning traditional modes of living. Our communal traditions, rooted in centuries of shared history and collective wisdom, hold invaluable lessons for fostering social cohesion and resilience. They remind us of the inherent strength found in mutual support and interconnectedness, a strength that modernity often overlooks in its pursuit of efficiency and convenience. Moreover, as Africans, our cultural identity is deeply intertwined with our relationship to the land, to our ancestors, and to each other. The erosion of communal living spaces threatens to sever these connections, leaving us adrift in a sea of individualism and consumerism. We risk losing not only our physical villages but also the sense of belonging and rootedness that they provide. Finding a balance between embracing technological progress and preserving our cultural heritage is no easy task. It requires us to confront difficult truths about the impact of modernization on our way of life, and to envision alternative futures that honor both tradition and innovation. Can we reimagine our urban landscapes as spaces that seamlessly integrate modern amenities with traditional values? Can we foster communities where technology serves as a tool for empowerment rather than alienation? These questions demand careful consideration as we navigate the complexities of societal development in the 21st century. They challenge us to rethink conventional notions of progress and to prioritize the well-being of our communities over the relentless march towards modernity. For in the end, true civilization is not measured by the height of our skyscrapers or the speed of our internet connections, but by the depth of our connections to one another and to the land that sustains us. It's time to reevaluate our approach to housing and family dynamics. We must strive to create spaces that not only provide shelter, but also foster a sense of belonging and mutual support. This entails reclaiming and revitalizing our communal traditions and finding innovative ways to blend modern amenities with traditional values. By prioritizing community over individualism, we can build stronger, more resilient societies that honor our past while embracing the opportunities of the future.